What the fuck are we doing on a Thursday on a Thursday? Shit, I don't even know what fucking day it is. A Thursday afternoon here in Reaperland. I know. I've invited my good friend, awesome human, awesome podcast and radio DJ, Gray Man from the Highspeed Hangover podcast.
Yeah.
And I was really excited to do this because if you don't fucking know about his show, you're going to know about it now. So before we get into all the fun, we're going to take a quick commercial break over to another brother of mine over in the UK at Poison Valley Clothing. Check it out. Allahu Akbar. All right, it is most definitely 5 o'clock somewhere. So we're just having fun here. Definitely check out all the new designs that Poison Valley Clothing has going on right now. All custom horror and metal. There's a lot of really good bands that are ambassadors for him. And if you're a fan of them, buy their shit. It is so high quality and worth it. Poison Valley Clothing on Facebook.
Cool.
All right. What the fuck is up, Gray? How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just been doing usual YouTube crap, to be honest. Sort of like I do lots of stuff. But my YouTube channel is mainly about my other love, though, not metal at the moment. So, like, if you're into old comic book adverts, I've been making old comic book adverts into videos all day. So it's a thing I do. I don't know. Don't ask me why. It's just a thing I do.
You know, how is that any different than me looking like a painted up dead whore?
You all got
something exactly. I've been, doing since I was a kid. Always big fan of Halloween, of course, and our love of film, our love of music. So I don't see how comic books are any different. And I mean, anybody who
there's a crossover.
There's
a fair bit of crossover. There are plenty of bands who sing like comic book related characters, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you go to the movie theater and you check out, let's say, Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3, I think it is right now.
Yeah.
And the whole place is full of 40 to 50-year-olds. There's a reason for that. We grew up with the shit. We love it.
Exactly. The characters are that old. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Let me see here. Hey, what's happening, Kyler? Long-time viewer. Say hello to the Gray Man.
Hello.
Right. So,
the reason we got you
on here. Oh, there's a couple of good ones. Damn.
Ooh. I made this one.
I actually sell some classic comics at my shop too. So
this is a good one.
Wow.
Good old magazine size one. Got some cool art in there. But this one I made a video of this story as well. At Halloween, I make a load of old like horror comic book stories into little short videos. There's loads of them up on my channel. I do like 13 nights of Halloween and like do like just a series of horror comic things. But I kind of used to do metal. My channel started like mainly metal. It was just like big gig footage. That was it really. Mostly just I'll go to gigs with my camera, film some underground bands, and then put it up on my channel. But it's just been whatever the fuck I wanted to put on it really. And I just 2018 I started putting a load of comic book stuff on there. So anyway, but people can sub my channel if they want to. There is the occasional demo tape. I keep thinking of like splitting my channel because I split my channel. I made a channel for something else, reaction videos, and I kind of think of moving my YouTube channel over and making a heavy metal channel or a Highspeed Hangover podcast channel and put all my metal shit on there. So like people who are into metal and suddenly see a comic book fucking video come up, they're gonna go, "What the fuck is this?" And the same the other way around. Like all my comic mates are like, I suddenly post up something heavy metal and they're like, "I don't give a shit about this." So I think it fucks up the algorithm, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's not much different than my show here at the Underground. I highlight the best in underground entertainment. That's bands, that's actors, directors. Lars Johnson, hello from Sweden.
Hello from Sweden.
Yeah. What's up, man? Awesome. By the way, share the shit out. Share it everywhere. Everyone needs to know about the Highspeed Hangover podcast.
Yeah, check it out. 505th show last Sunday. 506.
That's fucking incredible.
I know it's kind of 10-year anniversary now. 10-year anniversary is approaching fast. I keep forgetting when it is. I know it's in June. It's definitely in June. I think it's the end of June. 10 years I've been doing this fucking thing. It's yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know if it's longevity or stubbornness, really.
I feel that. I just recently celebrated 1 year of my show, so I can only imagine what the fuck this show's going to look like 10 years from now.
Yeah, if we're all here to see it. Let's hope so.
Probably going to be all fucking drooping, looking like, you know, Gandalf on crack. That's going to be me.
I'm getting there already, mate. I'm getting not so much the crack, but yeah, definitely Gandalf. I mean, that's my girlfriend's nickname. My girlfriend calls me Gandalf because my name's Grey. Yeah, because my nickname's Grey. She calls me Gandalf the Grey. So that's just another nickname, you know.
There's worse things that she could call you.
Yeah, exactly. She's a big fan of my wand, so what can I say? Yeah.
Hell yeah. So what got you started into wanting to do something on YouTube just in general?
Just YouTube? Okay, well, I don't know, just like back, I don't know, I've been on YouTube for about 15 years. So I'm not sure how long YouTube's been around for, but I mean, I was just surfing the fledgling internet back in them days, and I found this video. I can't remember what the first thing I looked up was, but like I just found YouTube and just started watching the odd video here or there. I don't remember anything in particular. And then I think the first video I uploaded was I went to Ice Speedway, you know, Speedway motorbike racing, but there was and so I went to that in Holland with my dad quite a few times. I went there and I just took a little bit of footage of my little mobile phone, really shit footage, and stuck it up on YouTube. And then from then on, you know,
back in the day of flip phones.
Yeah, I think it was even before flip phones. I'm pretty sure if you look at the quality of my early videos, it might have even predated flip phones. You know what I mean? It really terrible sound. Yeah, but yeah, and so I don't know. I just mostly good footage. I've done so much crap on my channel. I've done like animations, like mucking about, like made like animated things for my nephews. I've made little videos with them, and I've made stupid bloody well horror movies, like just literally made up on the spot, like when I had a week off work. Got 2 films up on my channel, Cthulhu Fear and Voodoo Fear. They're both crap as hell, with really bad like paint and Photoshop, like basically like special effects, if you want to call it that. But they're not bad. They're for there's absolute zero budget. They're all right. You know what I mean? I've seen worse ones that fucking people try to make you pay for, you know?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, as far as like content creating and stuff, I mean, people like that kind of tongue-in-cheek type shit. You know, that's why, you know, indie film is so big right now, especially in horror. It's very small budgets, and you get a lot of fucking laughs and a lot of gore. So, I mean, if you're, you know, putting together what you're doing, I've even seen cartoons that have come out that look like nobody put anything really into, but damn, they're fucking funny.
Yeah.
So,
You know, there's a lot.
Yeah, I think it would be worth checking out.
There, you know, there's a lot of talented people not getting unnoticed, not getting noticed. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you look at stuff and you think, I can't believe these people aren't fucking, you know, going places. But it's just a matter of luck. A lot of it, isn't it? Really.
Oh, for sure. So, you know, so you started out, because I know a lot of my viewers are kind of some of them are content creators. Some of them are like interested on what they should do, how to do it. So you heard it right there out there in Black Flame Land. It just started with checking out other videos, saw some cool shit, and decided to put something together himself.
Yeah,
sometimes you just got to throw both feet into the fucking river. You know,
I'm kind of like a weird channel though. I've got loads of fucking subs, but no one watches my videos. I've got like 3,500 subs or something, and like literally, if I get fucking 4 views on a video, I'm having a good day. It's like it's just weird because my content's so varied. I've had like a load of metalhead people, a load of comic people. I was doing reactions to Argentinian rock music at one point because my mate said they're very popular. So I started doing them. I got loads of people from there, and like none of them cross over. And so half the videos I put up, I mean, you know, I just fucked up the algorithm basically. The old anal lick tits, as I call it, and analytics, anal lick tits. Yeah, I fucked it up by doing too much varied stuff and confusing the watchers basically.
Well, you know, I mean, do you do like the hashtagging and shit?
No, I don't do that actually. I don't know if that would work.
I have found that if you put on there in the description certain hashtags,
video, you bastard.
Yeah, it'll literally shoot you out to people that are interested or are into that kind of thing. So you might want to give that a shot.
Yeah, I always use like the occasion that I use hashtags. I always use them as a joke. To be honest, I always do joke hashtags. It's like when I do like a regular thing with my comic books. I do a regular show called Cover Slinging Showdown, where we show 5 comics on a theme. And every time I share them on Instagram, I always put hashtag I came last because all the people watching were wankers. That kind of thing, just for jokes, you know.
Yeah. That would definitely be an attention grabber.
Yeah, everyone who notices it. Never mind. These things amuse me. This is the thing, a lot of the stuff that I do, like on my podcast and like on my video, it amuses me. So it's like even if I'm the only one fucking laughing, at least I get a laugh out of it, you know.
Well, you know, and it's kind of like therapy. I mean, doing this show, it's my escape. You know, I get to be myself. I get to be fucking stupid. You know. However I choose to at that particular moment, and just hang out with cool people. So, you know, most people think that people that do shows, podcasts, and stuff like that, they're doing it to reach people. And in a way, we kind of are. I mean, why else would we do it? But, you know, it's like we're not in it for the popularity or having a big head of yourself or anything like that. You know, and if somebody comes along and says, "Hey, that's pretty cool. I like what you did," and you keep showing up, you know, it's that's like
the best way if you can.
Worth it.
Yeah, it's the best way if you're doing it because you love doing it anyway, and it's good if people like and then come watch you kind of thing. Mine's a bit like the other way around though. I kind of like I was doing it just fucking to do it, and then I was going to be made redundant like back in 2018 or something. I thought, well, I wonder if I could actually make money from YouTube doing stuff I love. So I fucking threw so many hours into making so many different videos, all different stuff. It hasn't fucking worked. But so it's kind of like I'm kind of the other way around. Rather than do it, I was kind of like trying to do it to fucking get some popularity. Now I'm just fucking doing it for the sake of it. It's like, fuck it, I'm never going to get fucking popular. I'm just going to fucking carry on doing it. Bollocks to it. You know what I mean? Fuck you, cunts. I'm just going to keep on fucking plugging away, and you can all fucking ignore me. But whatever.
I don't know. I mean, anytime I see you, you know, posting on your Facebook or whatever about the new episode up and all that, bands are always thanking. They're always very thankful. So I bet, I mean, if anything, you got all these bands that, you know, you find in the underground that you think are pretty good or whatever. You put them on the show. And it's like, all right, they're happy that their song got on there, but they're listening to all the other guys too.
Oh yeah, I think the trouble is I don't think they come out the next week or the week after. Literally, but I think bands only ever watch it when they're on it. I don't think there's any kind of return viewing, and it's the views. To be honest, have been really shit lately. I don't know what's going on. It's Facebook, like people aren't on there as much anymore, or they're not seeing but literally my views have gone down ridiculously low. It's like now I'm just fucking like, I look at it now and like I played like 30 odd bands on the show, and not even one member from each band have watched it. You know what I mean? Or listened to it rather. It's just like, fuck it. So I don't know if it's Facebook being an arse or what, or maybe it's always been that low, but the hosting site were lying to me when they told me it was more. I don't bloody know what the score is. But,
it's kind of like Spotify.
Mm.
One day you have, let's say, I don't know, 100 fucking listeners. The next day it could say 50. And then the next day after that, it could say 25. So you never know if these number counter things, whatever the fucking thing they do in the digital world, there's no guarantee that those numbers are accurate.
No, exactly. You just don't you never know, do you?
No, and you know what? It takes a lot of fucking work. I mean, just from, let's say, a band perspective, you got to be posting like 3 times a day on each social media site just to hope that people get to know where you're located on Spotify or any of those other platforms. And I think it's the same for YouTube creators.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah,
but that's a lot of fucking time, and if you ain't got that kind of time, it's like,
yeah, exactly. I kind of like put it down. I'm like an old bugger now, and I've done so much stuff over the time. I kind of like I've given up. I just do it for fucking the sake of it now. But the actual real kind of like get up and go, the little motivation that I used to have that's fucking disappeared years ago. Like from the years of doing projects and then never getting anywhere. You know, I've done a fucking fanzine, I've done compilation tapes, I've done a band, I did fucking gigs, I did a fanzine. I said it already. I might repeat myself, but you know, like just you kind of like just lose your motivation. But it's like you carry on going anyway because it's like fucking if you don't do anything, you'll just be fucking bored, shitless, and dead. So you've got to carry on. You know what I mean? So, but the motivation, like, fucking every now and again, I think I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm kind of, I don't know, manic depressive maybe. I can be like, well, yeah, let's do fucking this and this and this. And I have all these fucking ideas. And then I do a bit of it. No one fucking watches it. And I go, what's the fucking point? And I'm afraid back down like that again. What's the fucking point? I don't know why I'm bothering. And then I'll stop for like a week. And then I'll go, right, let's get on again. See if I can get this shit rolling. But yeah.
It's like your favorite fucking drink, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You want to put it down, but you're going to pick it back up. That kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like masturbation. You just can't stop yourself, you know? It's just like, it's a bad habit. Got hairy palms and can't see very well, but, you've got, your parents warned you about it, but you just can't stop.
Exactly. So do you think it was at the point that you were in bands yourself that kind of got you into wanting to get underground bands onto a radio show?
No, I don't know. Well, when I sort of first got into metal, like I kind of like got into the underground pretty quickly. Like there was a demo section in the magazine, Metal Forces, and I was like, oh, damn, bands are just starting out. This looks interesting, and like pretty much fucking started buying demo tapes, and like from then it was like, oh yeah, I really like the underground band. It's cool stuff to support the young fucking coming bands. And I started going to underground gigs, sort of pretty early in my in my metal life. Started going to underground gigs a bit, and then we started the band up, and I did first we did our first demo, just like a bedroom demo. On the back, we put like another band's demo on the back just to give them some support, because I always fed into the support the underground bloody thing that was always being banded around in the underground back in the day. It took me
I still use that tag.
Yeah, exactly, still use it, but then you realise that's what every cunt says. They really mean support my band is what they really mean when they say that, unfortunately. But I've always gone with like trying to support all the other bands, so I made compilation tapes like after we did, and then my guitarist at the time said, why don't we do a fanzine? So we did a fanzine. Oh, yeah, well, all right, fucking yeah, because I used to read the odd fanzine. And it ended up being like me doing everything after about 2 minutes. He was like, yeah, let's do a fanzine. Yeah, okay. I think he wrote one fucking live review and I did everything else. But my brother kind of helped with some typing that. But yeah, so I did a fanzine for about 8 issues. And that was like, eventually it was like, all right, fucking, it's a lot of fucking work. And like, yeah.
It is a lot of work, and it's hard to get it like circulated.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like that's all those that they're not really doing them paper anymore. They're doing them digital.
There are the odd one. They do see the odd one every now and again, but it's a lot rare. They are kind of cool though. You know what I mean? They are kind of cool, but I haven't seen. I think I saw one mentioned online or something like that. And there's a guy I used to be in touch with from Scotland. I think he's still doing a paper one because every now and again he'll send me a bunch of flyers for it. And I'm like, I don't really send that stuff anymore. So I can't really, you should put people's flyers in your envelopes when you used to send them out, that kind of thing, to sort of spread the word for them. But I've just, because I'm not really sending anything out anymore. It's like, yeah, no, okay, I've still got them, but yeah.
There's a big one called Iron Fist Zine.
I've heard of it.
That one's pretty big right now.
Yeah,
and an up and coming one called Morgue Rot magazine as well.
Okay.
So there's a couple that seem like they're pouring some new, freshness into things and getting people interested.
Mine was called Kentucky Fried Afterbirth.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
It's always the maniacal, diabolical names that I love the most.
Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't grab you, something's fucking wrong with you.
Yeah, I thought it was a good title anyway. Just, it was fun.
Well, I really think that what you've managed to do is to really highlight some bands that people in other countries don't even fucking know about.
Yeah, I think definitely underground zines and online radio is definitely, if you're like just getting into metal, like check them out, because there's so many. I get so many promos. I got fucking promos count in my ears, and it's just fucking. I don't even get a chance to listen to them. Literally nowadays, because I've got so much fucking metal, I literally don't listen to anything apart from my podcast. I'm digging out, opening up promos, downloading 1 or 2 tracks from each promo to put into folders for future shows, and then I put the show together, and then I spend a week listening to the show, and I'm digging out tracks for the next show. It's like, yeah, just don't ask me to mention a band name, because if fucking my head is just fucked with too many band names, And
it seems like you have a really kind of broad genre that you do on your show.
Yeah,
really cool. Like you hit a lot of the
subgenres of metal. Yeah, I dig most metal, to be honest. Like across the fucking, just like everything from fucking porno grind to fucking power metal. I dig all of it. It's all got its it's good stuff. It's all kind of, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I remember when you first get into metal.
What is porno grind?
Oh, it's just fucking sick guttural grind of talking about porn and having like lots of porn bloody samples. Like dodgiest. I like death metal for its like it's like perversion top trumps in it. It's like they're all trying to outdo each other with the most sick song titles.
For sure.
Yeah, and that makes me. I mean, I'm assuming there's people obviously not into metal who look at that and go, "Oh my god," and clutch their pearls and run off like screaming. But to me, it just fucking makes me laugh. It's hilarious. If there's one that's like, "Oh, that's so bad. That's so terrible." That's just. I think I told you before when you come on one of my shows once. So we had a good little go about what's your favorite sick song title. And so the one that always sticks in my mind is Hemdale. It's a track called "Licking Mental Patients Come Off the Sheets." That's always been like, oh, that is so foul. That is so foul. It's just like, oh man, just the imagery of that is just, oh wow.
The imagery is bad, and then how can the singer not laugh while he's singing that song live?
Yeah, crazy.
I just got a submission the other day for my show called, I think it's a band out of Canada called Hooker Spit.
Yeah, I think I got that promo as well, actually. I think I downloaded.
Did you?
Yeah.
And their single right now is Chainsaw, no, Crotch Splitter.
Okay. Right.
I haven't checked them out yet because I couldn't stop laughing once I opened my email. And
what was the fucking? Oh, I can't remember now. There's so many fucking good names, like good band names as well, that fucking make you laugh. There was I did a Patreon show.
A good one.
Who?
Anal Cunt.
Anal Cunt. Oh yeah, that's kind of on the head, isn't it? Really, that is hitting the nail on the head for I like the more
literally
humorous ones. I can't remember the fucking. Fuck it, yeah, I don't remember the names at the moment, but there's some fucking funny ones, you know. Let's make, you know, I'll have to look for my old fucking my old blogs and try and remember them, but I can't think of any at the moment. But there's some fucking I thought quite a clever one was an Indian doom metal band. They were called Djinn and Miskatonic. As in like gin and tonic, but the Djinn like the genie, and Miskatonic as in Lovecraft. I thought that was a fucking awesome name. I thought that was such a cool play on words. Djinn and Miskatonic.
Oh yeah, that's an easy way to get yourself marketed too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know me. I'm in the doom genre. I love doom metal. I love playing it. But you know, the overuse of certain words in their titles.
Witch
bong, this, electric that, this, acid, mammoth. How many different fucking, you know, what are they going to use next? Bulls and caribou and.
Oh yeah, might as well. They got this saying different. No, there is Camel of Doom. There's a band called Camel of Doom. Did you ever hear them? Yeah. And there's a Scottish band called Eye after a weird little monkey thing, little lemur that lives in Madagascar. The Eye. It's like a really weird little animal, but it's good band. I like the Eye. It's quite cute. It's ugly but cute. Anyway, I've digressed there. But yeah, there are some great names out there.
What would be your favorite genre of metal?
Thrash. I think thrash. That's because you know, you can sing along to thrash. You know what I mean? You can fucking air guitar to it. You know, you can sing the chorus. If you know, it's just easier to sing along to. So I think also. Like, I started off Iron Maiden, and like thrash was kind of like a little while after that, not long after that. It took me a while because I was kind of like had this strange mindset of wanting to be true to what I got into. So I know I'm not listening to any of this thrash stuff, heavy metal. That's what I like. And then I listened to a band called Holocide who described themselves as power metal. I'm like, okay, yeah, I like power metal. Yeah, that's what I'm into. And then I got into thrash, and then I delayed a bit before I got into blinking death metal, and then I sort of begrudgingly got into black metal because I don't mind black metal, but it's not my favorite by any means. It's like I don't. If I was a choice between going to a thrash, death metal, or black metal gig, I'd go to the and even doom before black metal. But I don't mind black metal. It's just not my fucking favorite cup of tea, you know. But
and it also depends on the band. There's a huge difference between, let's say, the first wave of black metal and then what they call the second wave of black metal.
Yeah, I don't fucking go into all the bloody well minutiae like that. It's like I like don't get me wrong, I like black metal. I don't go out of my way to sort of to pick it up, but when I listen to it or when I go to a gig, it's just like it's just fucking cool. It's kind of got like I don't know if it's just the fact that you're into metal. I kind of get dreamy on it. I can like sit there and listen to black metal. I can kind of like I could go into a little meditative kind of trance almost listening to it. Like it's fucking, but like someone who's not into metal would hear it and go, "What the fuck is this shrieky noise?" Because you're like used to the sort of rhythms and whatever. That shrill guitar fucking going off and the screaming. You're just like, yeah, man, cool. But the best band for that I remember was a real fucking heavy. I think they were described as psych doom. Have you heard of a band called Lesbian?
Actually, no.
They were fucking awesome. They're an American band as well. They were fucking awesome. I saw them live. I saw them live once supporting a band called Pombagira, who again were really good. A really cool doom two-piece from London. I think Lesbian was supporting them. And literally, it was like a fucking wall of noise. I felt I was being massaged by the vibrations of the fucking guitar and that. It's like, oh man. I had 2 cans of K cider as well, which is quite strong, which helped to give me that mood of being numb. I was being massaged in numbness by Lesbian. And they played again another time. I had to go and see him again because I just thought they were fucking really cool. And also, you could put Facebook status saying, "I'm going to a lesbian show, a live lesbian show." It's always good to put that in your status on Facebook. And then
suddenly every man shows up to the show.
Yeah, then you explain, "Oh, it's a band. It's a band, Grandma. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, that is definitely one thing about, heavy psych and shit like that. I just call it fuzz metal myself because, I mean, they put fuzz upon fuzz upon fuzz, and then it gets known as sludge at the same time.
Yeah. So many fucking names and shit in there. Sludge. Yeah, whatever. I can't be bothered to fucking know the difference, really. I mean, back in the day,
I don't know how anybody can, really.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day when I was first getting into metal, I didn't really have any mates into metal, really. So I just sort of worked out myself. So I didn't know speed metal was different from thrash metal. I thought it was just another fucking name for. They both sounded pretty similar to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Which is why I am so torn on bands like deathcore.
Yeah, my
Because
knee-jerk reaction is that I probably shouldn't like it, but I've listened to a few bands, of course, of deathcore. I'm like, okay, they've got fucking heavy vocals, and I don't mind it really. But it's like, mate, so metalcore's got. I don't like metal. I don't like metalcore. I have played a bit of metalcore, but it's got that fucking.
that is my least favorite genre.
Yeah, it's got the bits where there's always got to be a fucking clean singing bit in there, and it's just like, just fuck off, and some rapping or something fucking like that. It's like, oh yeah, it's not really.
There's no place for that in metal.
No, I've played the odd, but to be honest, I've got so many promos that now if I see a band promo sent to me, it just says metalcore, and I've got loads of promos, I say no, that can fuck off. You go find another show to get played on. You know what I mean? But if it's like metalcore / something else, I go, oh, I'll give you a chance, like. But also alt metal. If anyone says alt metal, I know, fuck off. Alt metal. There's no fucking alternative to metal. Fuck off. Go and do one. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So some of these. I mean, I was just hipped to a new term called butt rock.
Butt rock. That's just a fucking joke genre, isn't it? There's loads of joke genres as well. There's people who just make up that. I can't. Oh, there was a. Yeah, I can't remember now. There's always like orc metal. You got the fucking orcumentary, are they called? They play orc metal, and there's all kind of because these are
pirate metal.
Yeah, oh yeah, pirate metal. Yeah, pirate metal. Yeah, and they're like, it's interesting stuff.
I mean, what are they going to come up with next?
Whatever, if that sounds good. Whatever, so like battle metal. You got battle metal. We just people like to make a new name for it. Just to, it's like a marketing tool in a way. It's like maybe you can stand out as being a bit original if you can get your brand to trend. You know, people go, oh yeah, the best. So for example, if you start off calling yourself wank metal, and then like 10 other bands after you call themselves wank metal, they can say, oh yeah, he's the originator of wank metal. You'll be like, yeah, wank metal.
You know,
you never know.
Everybody wants to be known as that Jack.
Don't take my advice, by the way. My band never went anywhere, so don't take my advice when it comes to anything like marketing or being a success of any kind. I just say silly things for the laughs.
Well, what genre were you guys? Were you on the thrash?
No, we were death metal. Kind of doom death, and then we had a bit of doom death, maybe a bit of black on the odd song. I don't fucking know. I never wrote the riffs. I just fucking made up the lyrics, you know. But yeah, it was cool. We were all right. Never fucking recorded anything properly, really on a good recording though. But we had fun, you know. We had a few gigs. My voice was shit, even though I was a singer. But you know, we still.
I'd love to hear it. Shit.
I've got videos on shit. I've got fucking songs on there and that. But yeah, it's all there. It's kind of like. People when the first demo said we sounded a bit like Bolt Fryer. That's what a few people said. The first demo was like literally
that's a hell of a compliment.
Yeah, it's like a 4-track recording in the guitarist's bedroom, so it's rough as crap. But
nothing wrong with that.
Rough.
I mean,
very rough.
That's how black metal started.
Exactly, with a drum machine. Yeah,
fucking Black Sabbath started. Same thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good fun. It was something to do. Like something you can say you've done, you know. And now I just do a gig every 5 years on my birthday. So I did a good gig on my 40th.
That's cool.
Gig on my 40th, gig on my 45th, gig on my 50th, and if everyone's still alive, I guess we'll do another one in 2 years' time if everyone wants to, if I want to. But my voice has never been fucking great. It was quite funny. I think my 50th birthday gig, I've actually got a review. Someone actually did a review, probably one of the only fucking reviews we ever had. And someone was like giving me fucking props on my vocals. Oh yeah, they had a vocal. He was like, 1 minute he sounded like so and so, and then he was putting on another voice. And then she named the people, and I was like, no, that was just my fucking throat giving out. Thanks for thinking I did it on purpose, but that was just my throat being unable to fucking carry the tune properly.
What I find so interesting is you can go everywhere on YouTube now and learn how to scream properly.
Okay, yeah, I'm too late for that. Never mind.
I just think it's funny. YouTube literally, it's like, I I need to learn how to put a light socket in somewhere.
Yeah, true.
Boom, you go on YouTube and they got a video for it.
Oh yeah, I'm always looking shit up on there. Like if I want to do something on what's the name of the program that I use? Fuck it, Audacity. If I want to find something on Audacity, and I'll go and look it up on YouTube. Learned a few tricks on there recently, actually. So yeah, it's pretty handy. How to find a G spot.
Right. So are you still doing anything with like Metal Devastation? Because I've seen how that's like grown leaps and
Eric does the Metal Devastation. Eric's still doing his show every Monday. Yeah,
right on.
But mine's just on Podomatic, and I also put it up on my blog, Metal Perv TV blog. All my fucking shows are there, all fucking 505 shows. There's a couple of other ones as well, actually, because we did the old, like, for some reason we did, like, I don't know, 352, and then we did 352.5 for some reason. There's a couple of ones where I did a 0.5 or and a half for some odd reason. I can't remember why. And yeah. And there's a few of my old, because I've got a Patreon, like for $1 a month, people can help support the show and they get an extra bonus show every month. And so I've got like 60 of those, like I've done about 66 or 67 of those I've done. And like after a while, I make them available to everybody kind of thing. So there's a few of them on there as well. I just made I like the, cause I used to do a theme show every month. And now I used to do two, because I did one for my Patreons and one on the show. And I kind of like them because I like to look up shit. So I do that, for example, a Norse mythology themed show. And I'll be fucking... I'll be telling everyone about Norse mythology at the same time, and there's just so many fucking theme shows.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah, and occasionally I actually remember some of the facts that I say. Every now and again, a little, someone will say something, and a little fucking tiny little spark will go off. And go, oh, I remember something about that from a podcast that I did. Oh yeah, I've done fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger theme show, Sylvester Stallone theme show, Clint Eastwood theme show, Charles Bronson theme show. So just fucking loads of shit. I did a horror theme show where I went back and looked at horror films like come out every decade since cinema began, kind of thing. So
nice.
Like, yeah, weird shit like that. They're all on there if anyone wants to check them out.
Now, what is your Patreon tag?
I don't know. I think it might be Grey69. Let's have a quick look. It could be Grey69. It might be Grey Fulu. Occasionally I go by Grey Fulu. Let me quickly find it. Let me open a window and do a quick search for my Patreon. But it's still up on my Metal Perf TV blog if anyone. Oh yeah, Grey Fulu. It's patreon.com/Grey Fulu. Nice. Cthulhu Vertagen. Because every year I do a Cthulhu Mass show on my podcast as well. HP Lovecraft theme show. The first Sunday after Christmas is Cthulhu Mass, and I always do a HP Lovecraft theme show for it.
That's fucking killer. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. So everybody out there in Black Flame Land, you just heard where to find all these awesome shows. Follow him on Facebook as well. The Highspeed podcast, or the Highspeed Hangover.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah.
On Facebook, and you can also find him on Instagram, which I think is Grey69.
Yeah, I don't really use it. Instagram, yeah, I'm on there. I think it's Grey69, yeah, but I don't really fucking do much on it. I post the odd comic book related thing on there, and like, yeah. Check out if you want to listen to the show. Go listen to the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some good
honestly these days. I think Instagram is better.
Yeah, maybe. I find it hard to post shit up there though. Like I'm not sure how to post links. You can't don't seem to be able to post links up there that I can see anyway. I've not worked it out. I post the odd video. I've worked out how to do that, but I don't know. It's hard to get people to pay attention to what you do, man. That literally is like so few listeners nowadays. It's shocking. I don't know what happened. I think it's Facebook is dead. I think Facebook has died a death.
I really do believe that if you're, especially people like myself that uses a third party hosting thing, Facebook almost tries to bury it.
Yeah, I don't.
Not paying.
Yeah, I've got problem actually. I used to share in a load of groups like every week. I'd fucking do the show, share it on my various pages that I've got. like share it in various groups, and it's just like I feel like it's not fucking worth the effort. Like I've stopped bothering sharing it in groups. I don't get any less fucking or more views than I did. So it's just like no, I just share it on my pages and then share it with the bands. If the bands share it, it may get a few more listens, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to 666. Once I've got 666 show under my belt, that's it. Fucking off. That'll be a lot.
Still, that's fucking huge. There's a lot of people that cannot say that. I definitely know I can't say that, and I've done.
Not yet, but you're younger than me. You might be all right. You might surpass it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 47 this year.
Yeah, 666 is a great number to finish on, isn't it? It's the best number to finish on. So,
no, I agree for sure. But I feel it, man, and that's why we had you on the show today, because I feel that there is a huge market here in the U.S. that would love to hear your show.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Need to know about bands that are all over Europe that they don't even know about.
Europe, America, Canada, India, get fucking bands from all over the place. Iran. And like, there's always a link in the blog. So if you hear anything on the show, I always say go and check out the bands. The links are all in the blog. Literally, go there. You can go find their Facebook page, and then you can work out from there what shit they've got available for you to pick up. So definitely do that.
I mean, what you're doing for the underground, man, is fucking stellar, and you've been doing it for 10 fucking years.
Yeah, 10 years of 10 years of the podcast. Before that, I did like put gigs on. Also did a fanzine and compilation tape. So yeah, I've been since like the 90s. I've been trying to support the underground. So yeah.
I mean we appreciate it, man, because I mean the underground.
There should be medals. There should be someone giving out medals for like underground supporters. You know, like I should go like an MBE or something, or the Queen should knight me, but she's dead, obviously. She have to come back from the grave and fucking give me a knighthood. so Grey of Metal, something like that. You know, I think I deserve it.
I fucking agree. Most definitely. Especially now with technology the way it is, it's at your fingertips, people out there.
Mm.
You can find it. You can find literally just about any damn thing you want to. You're just not watching the right stuff or listening to the right stuff. So,
I think there's lots of shows though. That's the thing. There's so much people doing stuff. You know, there's plenty of. That's the thing. There's plenty of. I think my marketing shit. I need to get my tits out more or something like that on my posters or something. You know, show a bit of leg. That'll get people watching.
You know, and it's funny you mentioned that because I mean, you can pretty much instantly get into multiple thousands of followers just by posting wearing next to nothing. I see it all the time, especially on Instagram. It's like because I have my Reapers Underground Productions where I promote all the bands that I manage. Yeah. And I open it up and there's a ton of new followers following me that are these chicks promoting their OnlyFans. I'm like, well, shit. Yeah. I must be in the wrong business. But then again, who wants to see my fat fucking ass on there?
Exactly. My OnlyFans. No, nothing. I only feel my own. It's tumbleweed on my OnlyFans. I've been fucking sticking things up my ass on there for years, and no one fucking follows me. It's so annoying, man.
It's like
no, I haven't gone that far yet. I haven't gone that far. I've tried various. I've tried to like earn money from the just for fucking because I'm not working. So I've tried to. I've got some advertising on YouTube, and that fucking. YouTube pay pittance, man. It's fucking, especially when you don't get many views. But yeah, never mind. One day I'll win the lottery, and then I haven't got to fucking worry about it anymore.
Hey, hopefully you and me both, man. Because I'll tell you, it's a lot of hard work for not much.
Yeah.
So everybody,
you got to do because you still.
If you're thinking about creating content and shit like that. Don't go into it thinking you're going to be a fucking millionaire.
No, it's true.
It's not going to happen. It might happen, maybe. Just depends. But seriously.
Someone's got to be lucky, isn't they? Someone's got to be lucky. When's that film coming out? The corn zombies. When's that out?
Ah, yes, Attack of the Corn Zombies. I was actually going to give an update on that. It's coming out in September.
That's called a link.
I don't remember there isn't an actual date yet, but we do know that it's going to be in September. The director's been putting up a bunch of like behind the scenes and stuff. So he's moving on it. He turns his movies out pretty fast. It was a fucking blast, man.
Yeah.
You guys had one going on over there in the UK as well that I hope sees the light of day. It was called The House That Zombies Built.
All right. No, I never heard about that.
I found that through because my former band was ambassador for Royal 10 clothing, and they were kind of like really big in the horror scene, especially London and stuff. So
right,
they were selling a limited edition shirt, The House That Zombies Built, and all the proceeds went to funding it. And as I understand, I talked to David the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know." I don't know what happened to it. We're hoping it comes out.
Right. I think it was I just discovered there's like a horror convention, I think, in Southend. Have you heard of that? Yep. My dad lives in Southend. I'm down there every month. I didn't know there was a fucking horror convention there. I might have to check it out next year. It's on.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, just in the last 5 years, horror conventions are literally popping up everywhere.
I'll have to make an edit of my Voodoo Fear and Cthulhu Fear movies and get them shown as a double bill next time Southend have a convention.
I mean, why the hell not, man?
Yeah, maybe I'll be discovered for my shitty horror movies.
People love shitty horror films, man. Yeah. Most people go on Tubi, the app Tubi, where everything's free.
Yeah,
and you can watch all the best like trash horror, whatever, these small independent films, and now some of the really good ones are getting on there too that are independent. So
what's the shittiest horror movie you ever saw? Can you remember?
Oh man,
did you ever see Ghoul School?
No, I did not see that one.
Oh, that was fucking shit. Absolute fucking shit. That was. It was so bad. It was terrible. I spent about an hour calling for the same bit of fucking tubing, like it would be like a ventilation duct, and you can see it was the same fucking duct. They turned it around, kind of thing. Like it's still. It's like obviously budget was low, but anyway.
Oh yeah,
being terrible, absolutely fucking dung movie.
I actually have a couple. One was I think it was called Mother Krampus.
Okay. There was a little spate of Krampus movies at one point, wasn't there? There was a little spate of about 4 or 5 Krampus movies all came out at once. It's like the West had just discovered, the America maybe just discovered the Germanic kind of like character, and everyone was going crazy about making films about it.
That's because one was going to the big screen. One of the bigger studios, Hollywood was making a full length feature.
Yeah.
So it as soon as the indie guys heard about it, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna hurry up and make ours." Yeah. And they were all shit. They were fucking terrible. And then I think there was one it was an English one. I think it was called Satan's Cheerleaders or something.
Okay.
It was just God's awful, man. I didn't know what to think.
Did you ever see that?
Laughing.
There was a fucking zombie, like it's a British one, zombie fucking musical, like a rom-com zombie musical or something fucking like that. It was weird. It was strange. I just saw on Netflix. I thought it was like, it's not really scary. It's probably a 15 or something, but I thought it had a good premise actually. I thought it had some good scenes. It was called Come Play. It's about.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen that one yet?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for it.
Yeah, I thought it was quite decent. Not fucking massively scary or gory or anything like that. I don't think anyone even dies, but I thought it had a good little concept to it, which is sometimes if I sometimes find if a concept is different or good, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, because quite often as well, I find myself when I'm fucking watching movies now, because we're fucking like we've got the fucking attention span of a fucking sparrow nowadays. So we're always reading comics or fucking watching. I've had a fucking YouTube video or while I'm watching a fucking film. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like. Or if I actually sit and just concentrate on watching a film, I'd fucking fall asleep because I'm not fucking keeping myself active enough. But occasionally when I do see a film, I get kind of into it more because I don't fucking pay enough attention. There was a film the other day that I saw I thought was quite a good one because I liked it because of the premise and the twist kind of ending. It was different. It's like it was kind of like low budget. You could see it was low budget, but I enjoyed it because of the fucking. Do you want me to give you the spoilers? I can't remember what it was called, but I'll tell you what the spoiler was. If you. So basically, these two people wake up. They're in like an abandoned hospital. Some guys kept keeping them captive there, and they've obviously been in fucking accidents. I've got memory of an accident, and he's sewn them up, and he's kind of like keeping them captive, kind of thing. He won't let them go, and he won't fucking tell them what's happened to them, and they're having like really bad amnesia kind of memories, kind of thing. And eventually, they manage to escape. And when they get to a proper hospital, and I think they managed to kill this doctor in the meantime, and they sort of realize because they're having like weird amnesiac kind of flashbacks, and the memories all mixed up. It turns out this is the twist that they were actually like Frankenstein's monsters. They've been sewn together of different body parts by this guy, and so that's why they're having different memories because they've got like memories of fucking different parts of their body or some shit like that. It was kind of like, all right. That was quite a cool twist. I wasn't expecting that. So I thought that was good because it was something different,
Yeah. I really don't mind what I call a mind fucker film, where it like makes you think, and what you think is real is not real, and it just totally like flips you around a little bit. So yeah, those are cool, man. I love psychological thrillers.
Depends. I like. For example, like was it David Lynch? I fucking hate David Lynch movies. They're fucking dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? The people are like, "Oh yeah, it's so deep, it's so fucking deep," and it's like, no, just make it make any fucking sense. I want a film to make some fucking sense. I just
how much cocaine was he snorting?
Exactly. It's like that Mulholland Drive, is it? I think something there. Other than the lesbian scene, which was fucking hot and worth a rewind, it was shit. The movie made no fucking sense whatsoever. And people said, "Oh, it's my favourite film. It's the fucking best." And it's like, "All right, mate, whatever." I know it takes all fucking sorts, but nah, not for me.
I think they call those art pictures.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah,
I mean, I love my gruesome shit. I do. I love, serial killer style films.
Yeah.
And a lot of my favorite horror movies were all based on either a graphic novel or a novel. I honestly think that link, like the H.P. Lovecraft, into, something that you can see, not just read, usually ends up being pretty fucking good. So.
Yeah, I can't remember what other films I've seen lately. It's like the trouble is, fucking the memory shit. It's like bands. You can't remember the bands' names, and you can't remember fucking what films you've been. Quite
Do you
a lot.
Have any favorites right now in the underground?
What bands? Oh no, Evilon. Quite like Evilon, but it's only because I remember them because I've had them on my show before, and I played their video recently as well because they had a new video that came out. But nice. I'm trying to think. Every now and again, like there'd always be something on the show. You go, "Oh, no, I fucking like that track," but then you can't fucking remember it. It's because by then you're working on the next fucking week's show.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I can't remember. I mean, if I look back under me, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at my old some of my blogs and see if I can find some band names. Because I do a show with my dad as well. I do a 50s rock and roll show with my dad. So you can check that out as well on my blog. If you guys, tell your parents to come and check out my dad's blog, my dad's show rather. He's getting pissed off as well because he doesn't get many listeners anymore either. Seems to be down.
Long time viewer John Mertz says Iron Serpent kicks ass.
Yeah. Is it last week I played him on the show or the week before? I can't remember now.
It was last week.
Oh, cool. I'll play both of the singles now.
What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. What I can remember of it, yeah, it's just like
a little different.
Yeah, no, I think it's not that massively different from the last band, is it? Not hugely. It's got not that I can remember anyway.
Kinda.
in the same
I
vein,
don't know.
put it that way.
It's a little darker,
Right.
I would say.
Yeah. No, I
Darker
can't
and
think.
slower.
Right. Looking back at some of the bands I played on last week's show, I can't fucking remember any of them. Yeah, there's a lot of good death metal around, but they're all kind of like nothing really sticks out in my brain, you know.
Yeah, when too many people try to sound like the bigger, more commercialized death metal bands, I think they tend to start sounding the same.
Maybe.
That's usually a problem. It's like finding your own identity. It's just like with deathcore. The only band that really sticks out with deathcore in me is Lorna Shore.
Okay.
Because their vocalist can do so many different fucking voices.
Don't ask me if I can think of any names.
Right on. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, before we get into the last segment of the show, we'll take a quick commercial break and check out the ever-growing talent of Reaper's Underground Productions. Check it out.
Where darkness resides, hopes and all the dreams know there to die.
That's right. I deal with quite a few different subgenres of metal myself. So feel free to send me your stuff. If you think you got what it takes and you need some good PR, check me out. All right. We are back with the great as well,
because don't forget to send them tracks to me because I know when you first started doing the promo, you sent me a few tracks, and there's a couple of there that I don't think you sent me yet. So if you've missed any, don't forget to send them to me so I can play them on the show.
Let me go back because I think some of them just released new stuff. And that's really what I was waiting on, because sometimes it takes bands a while to get out new tracks.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we get you the
Sensation. I'm sure I played that one recently. I remember that track name. Was it
Horns Up, Fangs Out?
Yeah, I'm sure I played that one recently.
Great band out of California. Female lead singer. She replaced the old singer, and I think she's doing just a hell of a job. So, there's going to be a new track coming from them called "I Am Man." So that'll be coming up soon. October Noir is out on the road for all
They
you
were kind of typo
fans
negative,
out
weren't
there.
they? Is that my imagination, or was they like typo negative?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're the spitting sound of typo negative. It is uncanny.
Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
It's not for everybody.
No.
It really isn't. But in America, still fucking huge. I know it's interesting. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Grave Next Door is about to go out.
I played them as well. I'm sure that name rings a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you sure did.
Yeah.
So I'll be getting you all the new stuff here pretty soon.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
any band listening wants to send me a track, just send it to me, because like, you know, I prefer bands to send me the track. If a band sends me a track, I play it straight away. But if I get it from a promo company, it goes in a folder and it gets fucking played when I get around to it. If you send it to me because we're friends, I'll play them straight away, kind of thing. But anyone gets in touch, like, you know, I'll play them. There's a band called Siphon at the moment. They've got an album coming out. Like, they're sending me a track every month, and I'll play it when it comes out every month, because, you know, that's what it's about, fucking supporting the underground. But promos, I'll play them when I get around to them. Which is a fucking long. I got so many fucking promos, man. It's ridiculous. I had a fucking laptop breakdown a while back, and I've kind of, in a way, I'm almost glad, because I lost about 100 fucking promos. It means I couldn't play them, but at least it means I haven't got fucking overflowing folders. The folders are all fucking filled up again. It's like, I've got one different pops. Oh, it's crazy.
And for me, it's like, if that band that they send me, if I listen to 5 seconds of it, if it's good, it's going to grab my attention right away, and I can usually tell pretty quick. So there are some that I just go, sorry, and then there's like one or two that I'm like, holy shit, this is actually pretty good.
You got to be careful with that, though, because there are definitely some growers. There's definitely some growers that don't get you the first time, and after a few listens, you fucking really grows on you. You know.
That's true.
There are some that grab you instantly. Yeah, there's some that can grab you instantly, and some that are like, oh, I'm not too sure. Then after about fucking 5 plays, you're like, fucking hell, I'm really fucking digging this, you know? So
so true. So what are your final thoughts for those that are maybe thinking about getting into doing their own kind of channel or creativity? And fans you already have.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. And if you fucking want to support the fucking underground, then it's like there's a fucking big world, and, you know, it's something you've got passion for. You know, if I could go back to when I was younger and I had actual passion and fucking vitality for doing shit, that would be cool. But if you're young and fucking you've got the passion and you're willing to share it everywhere, and like, you know, your fucking hopes and dreams won't get crushed so quickly. My hopes and dreams were all crushed years ago, so I just fucking do it for the sake of it. But yeah, definitely go for it. Why not? It's fucking, you know, there's always bands. You know, the more you can do to spread the word on bands, you know, music, and, you know, whatever else is going on in the underground, the better. You know, if a few people, like, you know, if 2 people hear it, and necessarily they find a band that I love, you know, it's fucking worth it, isn't it? You know?
Fuck yeah, absolutely. And that's what it is, folks. The one thing that everybody I've ever had on the show says the same thing. If you got a passion for something, just fucking do it. There's no right or wrong way. You just jump in and just try to chase that dream as far as you can. Why the hell not? Because in the end, you can say you fucking did it, and believe it or not, they're gonna know you made a difference somehow. Well, I was thinking about this idea right before we close here. I would fucking love to get you and Elric sometime on here just for just a chat like we used to do in the old metal chat.
Heavy metal hangout.
To do that.
Yeah, we used to do heavy metal hangouts on my channel.
Exactly. That was like a fucking blast. So I think I'll probably grab a couple other people. That way we could just make it one big, you know, hangout, get your, you know, addictive substance of choice, and just have fun.
Put some beers in the fucking fridge, man. I should have put some beers in the fridge. Never mind.
That's all right. I think I drank for the both of us. So
at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, well, let's see here. John says, We all need bands that make you get in the pit and mosh and kick someone in the balls. I have to agree.
That's not how to mosh. Come on, you don't kick people in the balls when you're moshing. I have been whacked in the balls by accident, and I got caught once in the back of the calf. I got some of my fucking and literally my leg was dead for about a week. My fucking couldn't put my fucking
I think
foot
he
down
was
for a
speaking
week.
metaphorically, though.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine he would actually do that. Please
No.
don't do that. Somebody might call the cops.
You do get the crowd
Anywho.
killers now, though, but you see that videos of crowd killing, they call it. It's like, my fucking hell. Not for me.
That's for like steroid freaks.
Yeah, some weird stuff, man. Anyway,
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
thanks
It
for having
was
me,
a
mate.
Fucking blast. And all of you that may or may not have missed it because you're at the job, fucking watch this later. It's full of laughs and so much awesome information. And
Check out
that's
our podcast.
absolutely, that's what the Underground's all about. There's more you can learn here about how we do it, what our mentality is, and the thing that drives us the most. So appreciate you so much, brother. And I will set that up. So go ahead and let Elric know. And I'll grab a couple of special guests myself.
All right. He's watching now. Our football team just won the European Cup, and they're on a bus going through town. Like, he's going to watch them come in, so that's good.
Nice.
I'll let him know when he gets back.
Awesome. Well, you know what? Like I said, thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure. I appreciate everything you've done for me and what you're doing for the Underground, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And always stay heavy.